So I really want to talk about this super important topic, which a lot of people have either not been taught or haven't realized it or need a refresher course on what it is to be selfish versus what it is to be selfless, the opposite of selfish. So to be not selfish. I don't know how much clearer I can be, right? Um, it's really not that difficult, but this is what I'm going to talk about: selfish versus selfless. Now, the title properly is actually why taking care of yourself and your people around you is not enough. Okay, that's the bottom line. It's not enough. Just because you take care of yourself and your people and your home and your family, and that's not enough. Are you supposed to do it? Yes, of course you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to take care of yourself. You're supposed to take care of your people, your family. You're supposed to take care of your home, but that is not enough. That is the difference between selfish and selfless. So if you are a single person and you have nothing to take care of and you're only taking care of yourself, that's it. You are selfish. If you are a person that is married with a home and all of the things, and that's the only thing you're taking care of, you are selfish because you're only taking care of yourself and your people and your home, and that's it. And that is selfish. Okay. If you want to know what selfless means, stick around. If you want to stay selfish, go ahead and log me off, because I'm going to talk about what it is to actually be selfless. Okay. So it's very easy to, like I said already, and I repeat myself all the time. It's easy to take care of yourself. It's easy to take care of your people. It's easy to take care of your home. It's easy to take care of the people around you. But it's not easy when you actually take care of the people in your community that are strangers, that are people that you don't know, that you'll never see again, that you'll never see at all, because taking care of strangers has no benefit to you. That's the difference between a selfish person and a selfless person, okay? A selfless giving person will give to the community, to the society, to the peoples that they do not know. They've never met. They never will meet. They don't even know who they are. They don't know their names. They don't know where they live. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they do. They don't know nothing. But yet you are helping them in whatever way you are able to. This has nothing to do with money. This has to do with your voice. This has to do with your leadership. This has to do with your movement. This has to do with anything that you have to offer the world that does not benefit you in any way. Now, are there benefits to being selfless? Sure, of course. Is it possible to be completely 100% selfless? Probably not. Is it humanly ingrained to be selfish? I don't know if it's humanly ingrained or if it's just something that we learned to become selfish. Okay. Let's bring it back to what AI has to say. You are a selfish person if you only want to benefit yourself and your people and your home and your family only, and your community only. Because if you are helping your community, you're benefiting yourself as well. So don't be all like, well, I give 10% to the church, so I must be a saint. That's not how it works. Because you give 10% to the church because the church gives back to you and your people and your family and your community. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so think about that very, very seriously, because a lot of you don't even know what selfless is. So anywho, selfless people help others even when the benefit never returns. Me talking about freaking feminism helps other people. Misandry helps other people. Women, keeps women safe, keeps women's eyes open. Me talking about 4B, me talking about matriarchy, me talking about whatever it is that I talk about, it is helping other women that I will never meet, I will never know, I will never nothing, but I want to help them because I know what it's like to be in a situation where they are not safe, they're not happy, they're not joyful, they're trapped. Why would I want other women to be trapped? It's not okay. It's not okay that you're just you're over here taking care of your own family, taking care of your own things. And so now you have nothing left to give to anybody else. You're bankrupt, emotionally bankrupt, physically bankrupt, tired, always wanting to sleep, always wanting to nap. And the only thing that gets you out of bed is to make money so that you can pay more bills. That's not a good, happy life. That is just being in the rat race. A lot of you are trained since birth, before you were conceived. So before birth, before you were conceived, generationally, your grandparents, your parents, your great-grandparents were taught these things by the patriarchy. Yes, we're going to go back to the birthplace of selfishness. To believe that success means protect your house, protect your money, protect your bloodline, protect your comfort, while ignoring everybody else suffering around you outside of your little box bubble. Okay, so I'm not saying don't protect your house and your money and your bloodline and your comfort. Sure, of course, please do that. That's not what I'm talking about here. Don't get it twisted now just because you don't like what I say. Of course, protect your house, your money, your bloodline, your comfort, your family, your people. Yes, but also on top of that, protect the people around you that you don't know, that you've never met, the world outside of you, people in another state, people in another part of the world, whatever it might be. Because if you're just sitting here emotionally hoarding, psychologically hoarding, financially hoarding, taking up all of this space, resource, time, energy, just to satisfy your own self and your own people right next to you that benefits you, you are being selfish. That's not enough. You have to protect your family, but you also have to help protect the people that you'll never meet as well. Oh, crap, where to go? I don't know why it does this stupid thing sometimes. It just kind of resets. So I have to go back to the beginning. Sorry. All right. So it says here, watch carefully. Every single time someone gets called out for anti-woman behavior, manipulation, hypocrisy, or double standards, they suddenly become confused. Not confused, strategic, because answering directly would expose the contradiction immediately. That's why they deflect, play victim, change definitions, or pretend that nobody understands them. If you are constantly explaining yourself while avoiding direct answers, hold on a second. Is this the right one? No, that's not the right one. I knew it. I hit the wrong button and it went to another effing topic. Like, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go back to what I was yapping about. I kept reading. I'm like, this is, doesn't seem right. It happens. This is live. I'm going to make mistakes. Ain't no video editing up in here. All right, so the last thing I said was while ignoring everybody else suffering outside your little box bubble. Okay, so here we go. Back to what I was yapping about. Selfishness versus selflessness. The moment many people break out into their own world, their own life, their own new or nuclear family, they slowly become the exact selfish hoarder society programmed them to become before they were even conceived. I'm just saying the same thing over and over, different ways, okay? And the wildest part, they think selfishness equals happiness. This is the part that I need you to understand. If you hear nothing else from me today, hear this. To be selfish is to be miserable. To be selfless is to know what joy is, or happiness, or satisfaction, or contentment, or fulfillment. Okay? Look around carefully. The people obsessed with money, status, possessions, comfort, my, me, are usually the most paranoid, empty, fearful, defensive, territorial, stressed out people alive. Drew Tater is a perfect example. I don't care how much money Drew Tater has. He is a paranoid, empty, fearful, defensive, territorial, stressed out human being. And you can't tell me he's not. He's got freaking, what is it? All of these grape allegations against him and all these court proceedings and all these and all the and he can't even be on TikTok and he can't even be on Instagram. That doesn't sound like fun. Just, he's not free. He's not free. He might have money that he exploited men for, but he's not freaking happy. I can tell you that. I don't care what you think about that. If you look at Drew Tater and you see happiness, well, good luck to you, because that's not happiness. That's stress, emptiness, fear, defensiveness, territorial signs. Okay, so anyway, moving along, because selfishness creates isolation. Isolation creates fear. Fear creates misery. Selfless people understand something deeper. Humanity survives by helping each other. Communities survive by helping each other. Even animals survive through cooperation. Real compassion means helping people even if you get no reward. That's where the joy comes in. That's where the fulfillment comes in. And I know it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds paradoxical, and I know it sounds insane, but it's the truth. Because let me break it down to you. Everything that you have been taught since before you were conceived and born is a effing lie. So look at the opposite of everything you've ever been taught. Examine it, break it open, analyze it, microscopic, study it, and you will see where the truth truly lies. I'm telling you, lays, truly lays. Now I'm saying true lies. Hey, that's not what I'm saying. But okay, whoever's following me on this tangent understands what I'm saying. And I know there's a lot of really, really smart people out there that get it. Some of y'all just don't want to get it. You're like really scared to know the truth of how we've all been lied to all of this freaking time. Nobody wants to realize they've been lied to. You think that the moment I realized that our whole lives was a big fat lie, I was happy about it, jumping up and down? No. I became very angry, and now I have become very proactive. Because I ain't letting other people continue to get lied about it. Selfless people understand something deeper. Humanity survives by helping each other. Even animals survive through cooperation. Okay, here we go. Real compassion means helping people even if you get no reward, no clout, no applause, no money back, no favor returned, no guarantee it helps you at all personally by any means in any way at all. This is what separates performative kindness from genuine humanity. Modern society trains people to think if it doesn't benefit me directly, why should I care? I remember thinking that way. Why do I get out of bed if I'm not going to make at least $100? Like it's retarded thinking of my part. Me, I have thought very, very, very terribly, very badly, very stupidly, very idiotically, but you grow, you learn, you educate yourself, and then you do better. Once you know better, you do better. It's staying in the same stupid spot that keeps ruining you and people around you. That mindset destroys empathy. People will spend thousands decorating their own homes while ignoring starving people outside. People will cry over inconveniences while others suffer real tragedy. People will protect their tiny comfort bubble while the world burns around them. And they wonder why they still feel empty inside. Because endless self interest is a bottomless pit. You can never find enough, feel enough, do enough, get enough, hoard enough, buy enough. True fulfillment comes from contribution, from purpose, from helping others survive reality together instead of treating life like a selfish competition simulator. Excuse me. Where's my water? Here it is. True fulfillment comes from contribution, from purpose, from helping others survive reality together instead of treating life like a selfish competition simulator. A selfish society creates lonely people. A compassionate society creates connected people. You do not become rich in spirit by hoarding everything for yourself. You become spiritually, psychologically, financially bankrupt at some point. It will all be taken from you. Ask yourself honestly, if everyone only cared about themselves, what kind of world would exist? Wait, what? If everyone only cared about, whoa. That's the world we're living in right now, though, AI. Think about it. Look, everybody has been caring about themselves and their own people for so long that the world that exists right now in this very moment in time is very, 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 very empty and minimal and empty and trash. Probably the exact cold, disconnected world many people already complain about daily. Exactly. Selflessness is not a weakness. It is one of the rarest forms of strength left in modern society. That's what that one is ending on. That one, absolutely agree on that. I mean, I've lived a pretty good life compared to what other people are living today in their entrapment, in their jails that they call homes, with their tyrant husbands or their tyrant wives. I'm not saying that there's tyrant people all over the place, but sadly. But see, that's the thing, why they need to learn selflessness. The problem is that it's not quite your job to fix everybody either. And I've seen it to where, you can be nice and kind for 10 years and that tyrant will still not learn because they refuse to learn empathy. You can learn empathy, sympathy, and compassion. Some people just refuse to learn it, accept it, and invite it into their lives. But if you have my point is, and I'm going to close with this. My point is, if you have zero or refuse any percentage of empathy, compassion, or sympathy, you are a dangerous, toxic person. No human alive with zero empathy, compassion, and sympathy is functioning well. They just, my point is, you need to figure out how to get some empathy, sympathy, and compassion in your soul, in your heart, in your psyche, in your psychology, in your whatever you want to call it. Because let me tell you something. This world is falling apart because of the lack of sympathy, lack of compassion, lack of empathy, lack of those very, very important 3 ingredients. And you need them all. Not just this one, not just that one. You need them all because your heart needs to know what it's like to feel for other people. Because you're only feeling for yourself and what you want, what you need, what's going to make you happy in that moment, what's going to gratify you in that. Then you're just living a very selfish lonely, isolated, sad existence. And no, nobody can ever love you. Not that way. So anyway, I hope that you learned some compassion, empathy, compassion, empathy, and sympathy. They're very, very important. And I promise you they will make you happy. Do not be afraid.